will grow with the help of key employees. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, Vinay, this is.
From here we can.
So today, vision, mission, and value alignment for growth is the webinar name. All these, all three are very critical. Let us understand them one by one and how to prepare them. In order to give your company a solid foundation, you must develop a clear vision, well-articulated mission and value that resonate with the customers you are trying to reach. See, any business ultimately will have to serve the customers, and all our vision, mission, and value system should be aligned with the customer's requirement. But values are very critical. It is from the entrepreneur's desire, what unethical business practices are one of the these things not to be followed. So all employees, all stakeholders in your business should align their workflow around that. All statement vision mission should be as short as possible, so employees will be able to observe, memorize, and ideally explain it to others. This statement should not be very big. It should be very nutshell. In the latter part, I will explain how it should be. The employee should have a good understanding of what business is trying to accomplish and why it does what it does. So it is very clear. Without the support of employees, you will not be able to grow your business. And if they are not able to align in one direction, then there will be a lot of problems and growth will be hampered. Next slide, please. Vision statement. Before that, one slide has gone. The employee should have a good understanding of what business is trying to accomplish, why it does what it does. This contributes to high level of employees engagement and employee who provide excellent customer service. Next slide. Vision statement. A vision statement describes the ideal future state of the organization. It is articulate what the organization is trying to accomplish. Vision statement is a big picture of what you want to achieve. It's a big picture what you want to achieve. Next slide. You admit as many as possible. Some of the examples of vision statement. Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab, our vision is to be the most trusted leader in investment services. Ford, to become the world's most trusted company. IKEA, to create a better everyday life for the many people. This is what IKEA vision. So it is very short stuff, and they are describing what that organization want to achieve. And this, if it is understood, then it will help all stakeholders to align with this. Next slide, please. अरे यार मिशन आ गया यार, what are you doing? Huh? Okay. So now next is a mission. The purpose of a mission statement is to provide a short summary of business purpose and focus. It explains in simple and concise terms its purpose for being. The statement is generally short, either a single sentence or a short paragraph. The mission statement serves a dual purpose by helping employees remain focused on the task at hand, as well as encouraging them to find innovative ways of moving forward and increasing the productivity achievement of the company's goals. This should be very clearly understood. Mission statement has got dual purpose. Understanding the mission statement. A company's mission statement defines its culture, value, ethics, fundamental goal, and agenda. Again, a company's mission statement defines its culture, values, ethics, fundamental goals, and agenda. Further, it defines how each of these applies to the company's stakeholders, that is, its employees, suppliers, shareholders, and the community at large. Use this statement to align their goals with that of the company. The statement reveals what the company does, how it does it, and why it does it. Prospective investors may also refer to the mission statement to see if the values of the company align with theirs. Next slide, please. For example, an ethical investor against tobacco product would probably not invest in a company whose mission is to be the largest global manufacturer of cigarettes. It is very well known that smoking a cigarette creates cancer or generate health problem. So some ethical investor who wants to invest in that we may avoid. Similar things can happen in many of the products where investors' mission and the company's mission are not aligned, then he will avoid investing that. It is not uncommon for many companies to spend many years and millions of dollars to develop and define their mission statement. The mission statement should evolve some way as the business grows. So vision can be long-term this thing, but mission statement, as new opportunities come or new changes happen in the organized structure or customer profile, you have to become dynamic, and mission statement is a dynamic statement. Next slide. Some of the example of mission statement. Amazon, when Amazon launched in 1995, it was the mission to be Earth's most customer-centric company, where customers can find and discover anything they might want to buy online, and endeavors to offer its customer the lowest possible prices. So this statement, now today, we can see if the mission was established in 1995, today in 2022, where Amazon is, a small child also will be knowing Amazon. So that energy, that advertisement policy, that sourcing policy, that customer delivery, this everything has evolved out of this statement. American Express. American Express is a very large bank. Our mission is helping others accomplish theirs. So it is something like this. Suppose somebody wants a loan, and they will try to understand what purpose the loan is taken, and they will try to help that borrower for developing his business further. So whatever their customer wants, they will help to create a system where they can help their customers, their borrowers. Google is a well-known brand. That our company's mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So today, a small child of 2-3 years also will be knowing Google, and that strength has come out of this statement. Next, please. Next. Huh? Why? Charger problem. Somebody wants to join. Change the slide so that I can keep. You can do it from your laptop, right? change the slide. I'll continue talking. Can it be done from here? Change faster. No, speaker profile is coming. Sorry for technical problem. It is not moving here. Can we move from here? When you don't know, don't answer. Know that. Yeah, Google. Next. No. You want me to come there? Next. Next. Next important. Mute it. Next important criteria is values. Your business value describes the morals, ethics, and ideals that are important to your company. There are usually more than one or two, and they usually help to flesh out your vision and vision statement. Is it, you are able to hear? Is my voice coming?
It's coming, sir. Change slide.
Some of the examples of value statement. Google, 10 things we know to be true. Google's 10 things is a great
Hello, sir. Sorry
example
for this.
of
Your
how
host like
values
please.
can be both internal and external. Anybody can go to Google's website and 10 things they will be able to know. JP Morgan Chase
Host like
is a
please.
large investment bank. Our business principles. JP Morgan Chase isn't known for its warm and cuddly culture, nor should it be. As one of the oldest banks in the nation, it's all business, but that doesn't mean it can't appreciate honesty and ethically, as it is very simple and straightforward value convey. Whole food, our core values. Whole food breaks its core value into 6 overreaching credos that guides how the company does business, no matter the situation. 7 steps to writing a vision, mission, and value statement. See, these are very critical for general. Any small scale industry will be able to do this by himself. Only thing is he has to sit down and work on this. First, gather broad level of level leadership. Suppose if you don't have a formal board pulled together an advisory team, if you are a small business, put in anyone who has helped you to get you where you are there today in advisory capacity. Writing a vision, mission, and value statement should be an exercise that is done at board level with some senior level employees. But suppose you are a small business, you can take any mentor to sit with you, brainstorm, and find out how your vision, mission, and value system statement should be. Identify an objective facilitator. Some external consultant or advisor can help the exercise of the developing mission, vision, and value system of the organization. The role of facilitator is to help to drive the process without influencing the content. Next, please. Dream as a group. All the three, that is vision, mission, and value, have got different purpose. But a facilitator will help to handle all the three. For vision, it is where the organization needs to reach in 1, 5, 10 years, and beyond should get creative juices and provide colorful visuals that help spark thoughts and ideas. Dividing existing employees in 3 or 4 groups to get an answer the following question. That this 3-4 group of small employees group, they can answer this: who are we? What do we want to be in 1, 5, 10 years down the road? Create a headline for a newspaper, social media about the organization 10 years from now. That means you want to prepare a headline in the newspaper or social media. What would you be like to 10 years? So you should be able to draw total scenario. What are the likely events or where the organization would like to reach? That statement, if you imagine, you can come backward and work out many things. What would it say? What problem does our company wants to solve? Today in a startup ecosystem, there are 50, 60,000 startups in India, and they have identified some problem statement in the society or in the market, and they are trying to solve it. So the problem statement has to be very clear to arrive at your vision. What does future success look like for our company? How many employees will be our company have? How large will be our customer base be? Does our vision align with our mission? This is a continuous process. Once you develop a vision, mission will follow, but that should align. My vision is to become Prime Minister of India, and I don't go to work for it. My mission has to derive that force that I want to become a Prime Minister of India. A mission has to come out of that. Sorry for the technical problems today. Fourth point is share ideas, contributing all groups and ask them to give their thought process and pick up the best thought and ideas from each group, collect all thoughts and present that for a further discussion. Ask all participants to add, subtract and formalize the sentence structure of the statement. Next is examine the statement. Once the group draft one or two or more statements, facilitator should read out to the entire group, taste the sentence to see the entire group agrees that statement is reflective of organization and describe an ideal future of the organization. Make sure the statement is descriptive enough and is measurable to determine progress towards the mission, vision. clarify the mission. Mission statement describes why the organization exists. Do similar exercise to derive mission statement and arrive at the final statement where the whole group agrees and should reflect why the organization exists. Once a vision and mission statement is drafted, repeat the exercise and it will revolve the shared values that the organization operates by. How to write a mission, vision, and value statement in short steps. Gather leadership, identify facilitators, dream as a group, share ideas, write a vision statement, clarify the mission, define the organization values. Mission statement versus vision statement. A company's mission statement differs from a vision statement, while the mission statement remains unchanged for a most part and represents who are the company is or it aspires to be for the entirety of its existence. The vision statement can change. This statement outlines what the company needs to do to remain the way it has presented itself to be. In effect, a company's mission is its identity, and the vision is its journey to accomplish its mission. How do you achieve your vision? Go boldly after your biggest goals. Be your own number one fan. Don't underprice yourself. Make sure you stand out. Network with big players. Break the check marks additions. Set aside scared momentum time. Have confidence in your abilities. Surround yourself with mentors. This is very critical for small businesses. Safeguard your momentum. How do you achieve your mission? Step one, convert your mission into one or two vital results that you would like to achieve and optimize. Step two, write this into actionable formulas. Step three, identify the actions and behaviors that will have highest impact on achieving these results. Step four, you must monitor it. This is very critical. If you don't monitor, you will be slipping the base. Step 5, you will need WAM, that is weekly account inability meeting for better monitoring. Next. What comes first? Vision comes first and mission comes next. Next step. Now these are critical. Once you have made your vision, mission, and value statement, what organization wants to achieve, a vision. Generally, how the vision will be achieved, mission. The next step is to develop a series of statements specifying how the mission will be utilized to achieve the vision. So after this, we have to prepare strategies. Strategies are one or more ways to use the mission statement in order to achieve the vision statement. Although an organization will have just one vision statement and one mission statement and one value statement, it may have several strategies to achieve that desired result. Goals. These are general statement of what needs to be accomplished to implement a strategy. Objectives provides specific milestone with a specific timeline of for achieving a goal. Action plan. These are specific implementation points of how you will achieve an objective. There is a close relationship between the vision and mission statement. Vision statement is a static mental picture of what you want to achieve. The mission statement is a dynamic process of how the vision will be accomplished. Next step after vision, mission, value statement are created, then develop the strategies, goal, objective, and action plan need to achieve vision, mission, the same. Next. Yes. Okay. Goals. Goals are a general statement of what is to be achieved. Goal is a milestone or stones in the process of implementing a strategy. Example of business goal: increase profit margin, increase efficiency, capture a bigger market share, provide better customer service, improve employees training, reduce carbon emission. These are general specific this thing. Earlier one we have missed many things. Okay, let me go to next. Be sure the goals are focused on the important aspect of implementing the strategy. Design goals so that they don't contradict and interfere with each other. Goals should meet the following criteria. Understandable. It is stated simply and easy to understand. Suitable. Does it assist in the implementing of a strategy or how the mission will achieve the vision? Acceptable. Does it fit with the value of the organization and its members and employees? Flexible. Can it be adapted and changed as the needed? Next. Objective. The objective turns a goal's general statement of what is to be accomplished into specific, quantifiable, time-sensitive statement of what is going to be achieved and when it will be achieved. Example of business objectives are: earn at least 20% after tax rate of return on our investment during the next fiscal. This is one of the example. I want to earn 20% after tax return on our investment. Increase market share by a percentage over the next 3 years. Lower operating cost by a percentage over the next 2 years through improvement in the efficiency of the manufacturing process. Reduce the callback time of customers' inquiry and question to no more than 4 hours. So these are all idealistic situations. Next. Objectives should meet the following criteria: measurable, what specifically will be achieved and when it will be achieved. Suitable, does it fit in as a measurement for achieving the goal? Feasible, it is possible to achieve. Commitment, are people committed to achieving the objective? Ownership, are the people responsible for achieving the objective included in the objective setting process? Next. Action plan are statement of specific actions or activities that will be used to achieve a goal within the constraint of the objective. Example of action plan within the context of goals and objectives are: goals increase the profit margin, then objective reduce operating cost, and these are the goals, these are objective, and then action plan. So finance department will conduct an in-depth analysis of identifying low-cost suppliers. These are all possible action plan which has to be acted on. I will not go in detail of this, you can read it. Action plan may be simple statement or full-blown and detailed business plan where goals and objectives are also included. Action plan may also be used to implement an entire strategy called strategic planning. In nutshell, remember the vision is what you want to accomplish. Strategies are a series of ways of using the mission to achieve the vision. Goals are the statement of what needs to be accomplished to implement the strategy. Objectives are specific actions and timelines for achieving the goal. Action plans are specific actions that need to be taken for reaching the milestone within the timeline of the objectives. Conclusion: once our mission, vision, and value statements are ready, it should be put into use and it should not become a wall hanging. Many times in ISO certification. Many entrepreneurs have prepared this statement, but it has become a wall hanging. So it should be put into action. So in a small company, entrepreneurs himself can lead and his expand or his business grows. Executives or managers should monitor so that the culture can be developed. It is very long journey, but it can lead your organization on a 5 to 10x growth path. See, if your vision statement and mission statements are clear and everything is well defined, you can achieve 5 to 10x growth without many additional resources or available resources, and you can systematically plan of addition of resources. It can be manpower, it can be machinery, it can be consultant, customer, computer system, many things. Once the actionable and implementable plan is ready, all your strategical plan is to put in place, and continuous monitoring or evolution of vision will be a way forward. Time to time, depend on SWOT analysis of both internal and external resources and opportunity. Vision statement has to change. So दरवाजा क्यों बंद कर दिया? So I am coming to the practically end of my presentation. This is what we do. We have developed a Babaji tool which can analyze your balance sheet and profit and loss statement free of cost to give you 52 ratio, which will increase your operational efficiency. We also provide mentorship and advisory services to startup and MSME unit. We work based on a premium model. We are developing Z score for an MSME to manage insolvency risk and also to reduce rate of growth of NPA in banking system. We have also developed recently for my Hyderabad-based MSME unit a HR intervention where their existing workforce of 30 and more, we can work out on their hard skill, soft skill, and the changes happening every quarter. So this will help to improve their teamwork, they will improve their quality, will improve innovations, reduce absenteeism, and reduce the attrition. Next, please. Recently, we have been awarded by ICIA Innovation Summit. We have been awarded one of the top 10 hotel startups in Hyderabad. Next, please. I am a permanent resident of Australia and also citizen of India. I am ready to offer my services as a director of Australian companies who want to expand in India. Similarly, I am ready to offer my services for Indian companies to expand in Australia. These are my contact details. Next, please. This is just an illustration. Success comes from vision, education, objectives, ethics, strategy, inspiration, and partnership. This partnership is very critical for today because there is no. We can collaborate with each other and expand. Next, please. Next webinar will be on 16/4. Increase your profit by operational efficiency. I request everybody to take active part in this. Next slide, please. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for earlier recordings of all my webinars for last 2 or 3 years, which will be guiding you for various of your journeys for success of MSME enterprising. Next, please. These are my coordinates. You can contact me anytime by this. Thank you, everybody, for participating in a large number. Now we are open for question answer. So please ask questions. Who is going to moderate? Question who is going to ask? You want to come here?
How do you create mission, vision and values?
I think I have explained very clearly. See, if you are a small organization, take the help of some facilitator or somebody who has mentored you. Let him ask you few soul-touching questions so that you know what exactly you want to be there to do in one year, 5 years, 10 years, and derive back so that your vision. Suppose if you want to build buy Taj Mahal from India, so you have to work backward. That is your vision. I want to take this thing. Next, please. Mission will be derived out of that, and values, that is a core value where you want to work with. Say, will you permit your business to do stealing from anybody?
Next, next question. What is the difference between vision and mission, sir? Can you give me one example?
See, vision is what exactly where you want to achieve, or why you want to achieve, and how, what, and where all that will be coming out of your mission statement. I have given earlier example of ABC company. That slides are missing somewhere, so we'll take that up for this thing. But vision and mission is, in simple other language, you can say 5W and 1H. So 5Ws are what, where, when, which, and why, and H is how. So these are all coming out of your three statements, which will be guiding principle for you as a small entrepreneur and your team, whoever are there, and sometimes it will help to align with the customer. Next.
Sudhakar Reddy sir
Sudhakar
is
Reddy
raising.
to everyone. Is vision?
Sudhakar Reddy sir is raising hand. He wants to.
Yeah.
Hello sir, Sudhakar Reddy sir.
May I speak now, sir?
Sir, you can speak.
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Your speech was so excellent. You see, you always give in a very vivid manner.
Sir, can you speak some louder?
You know, I'm happy to have heard him. You see, with
Sir,
good
I am not
spirit.
able to listen to you properly.
I don't know. Hello. Now am I audible, please? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Here you can
Yeah.
Are you able to hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy that I have come here and heard his speech. In my view, the vision is anticipation of the future so that our objectives will be made clear right now as to achieve the goals. Like, for instance, say the circularity in all the fields. Circularity is circular economy. Now, I visualize the automobile as if it is not car sold for a certain period. The car should be permanently, the modular aspect of design should be such that, you see, it should become no longer, say, obsolete at any point of time. The car should be available till the parts life, the life of the parts. So they should be designed, you see, in such a way, our vision should go towards making, you see, such a sort of systems so that the universal economy will be oriented for the environment. See, otherwise what happens is we make so many parts and throw them, you see, in making ecology, difficult ecology, for people around these systems. So that's what I feel. Am I right, sir?
Sir, generally what you say is right. See, circular economy, that problem is started coming up. But my whole webinars are generally for small scale industry or small entrepreneurs. So it may be yes, your points are very valid. And see, latter part I will be taking up webinars on the design thinking and how to reduce carbon emission. What are the things MSME can do? But my series of talks are on the subject of how to make efficient MSME, so immediately they can generate jobs. Once the jobs are getting generated, the Indian economy is getting strengthened. Supply chain also will improve because of that. So we can take up Sudhakar Reddy ji one to one. If you give me your mobile number, okay. So I think we'll talk to one, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Can we go to next question?
Next question. What is an action plan and why it is important?
See, once you have made your vision, mission, and value system, you will have to work out your strategy. How are you going to do it? Suppose if somebody asks you to go to Mumbai, you will have to find out okay, why you want to go. What are the short-term things? Then you have to work out how are you going to go. That is strategies, objectives, and then goals. Yeah, you will go by what are the goals? What are the things you are required to carry? All that will require some action plan where you can accomplish what you want to go. So you want to go to Mumbai. So that is a target. But these are only for common sense application. Business is supposed to run for a longer time of 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 years. Or somebody can become Tatas for more than 130, 150 years. So, it is a reason which has brought Tatas to that level, or there are very few companies in the world which has gone roughly 300 years. So that is where the vision has to come into picture, which will become guiding principle. Have I explained everything? Can we go to next?
How do I share ideas in confidence?
See, if you are asking for how, when I prepare vision, mission, and values, this thing, ideas has to be flow freely, and there is nothing like confidence and see. Every human God has made with a different character, different thinking process, different background, and the idea of creating this statement is to align your employees, customers, inner strength to the values to the mission and vision of what you want to achieve. So there is nothing like a confidence in ideas. If you keep the idea, good ideas will die in 3 to 5 seconds unless until you write down. I will recommend people like you to read a book, Die Empty. Next, please. Repeatedly, same questions are coming out. See, value is suppose. Would you like your business to not somebody to steal something from somebody's office or murder somebody? People tied to your value. So will you take a pay? I have asked many times. If I put 5 rupee note, you will not take. But if I put 5 crore note and nobody is looking, you may have that temptation to steal. So that value system, or our Hindu they say, झूठ मत बोलो, किसका बुरा मत करो. Gandhiji's 3 monkeys are ideal example of a value which is surrounded by the core values of what we believe.
What is the difference between mission and clear mission? Mission and clear mission. What is the difference between mission and clear mission?
There is nothing like clear mission and this thing. Say vision is the guiding principle. Mission is why you want to achieve it, and that kind of mission is literally surrounded by that. Next question, please. There are 43 questions, chat. So many things are there. Next question, please. Give the unmute. Next question, please.
Which is the main purpose of vision statement?
Vision statement specifies what you want to achieve. See, in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. So it gives you a thinking power or possible scenario analysis, which you can do with your capabilities today, which you are likely to create in, say, next 5 years, 10 years. And then from that, where you want to reach, that will give you a strength for making your mission statement. Next, please.
How the company can achieve the goals of the mission?
See, by goals are short-term milestones to your mission. So once you divide your vision and mission into small actionable strategies and work out an action plan, monitor it. In my presentation 3 or 4 times I said continuously monitor. I said weekly basis you should monitor and correct these steps so that you can continuously target where you want to achieve. Otherwise, you will lose your focus. Once you lose focus, mission and vision statement will become a wall mounting, which I have seen in number of units. It is happening like that. Next.
How do employees support for the mission in companies?
See, first thing is when selecting the employees itself, if our vision and mission statement are clear and values are clear, the recruiter or entrepreneur or HR person will interview that person, employee in the possible fit. Generally, when a grown-up company is there, there will be some senior employees who are working with the company for 5, 10 years or so. But when a startup like mine is there, I will have to understand what I want to achieve. And when I take my employee, I will have to take on the basic principle whether they are able to understand and they are ready to contribute to this vision, mission, and value. If they are not saying, they are not aligning themselves, I should not recruit them. First. Second thing, once a senior management team or middle management team is there, you should take their ideas in refining your objects, strategies, and all those things. They cannot tamper with your vision and mission. When they enter into organization, they should have a clarity. Okay, they cannot have anything. These are the boundaries in which they will have to work. Next, please.
What is the action plan? Why it is important?
See, action plan gives you no vision and mission can be achieved unless you work on it. And once you want to work it, you'll have to break down into small daily tasks, weekly tasks, monthly tasks, and continuously monitoring. This is the toughest task. Say, if you want to achieve something, you'll have to write down your daily task. Once you write down, tick mark whatever has been completed, and that will be this daily task, weekly task, monthly task will come out from your vision and mission statement. Am I clear? Any further question? So next week on 16th, we will be meeting again on the webinar on operational efficiency. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Close it.